Chess friends, how are you today? I'm excited to share another chess game where Lila0 outplayed me with a brilliant queen sacrifice. This highly tactical encounter showcases the impressive strength of the new LC0, whose rating is now closely challenging mine. Let's dive into the game. d4, and here black can go with d5, which is the most popular move. Let me show you the variation. Play e4 to sacrifice the pawn, take, knight c3 attacks to the pawn, knight f6, then play aggressive move f3, take. White sacrifices his d-pawn, and if black dare to capture the pawn, then play bishop e3, squeezing out the banana juice. Queen b6 targets to the pawn, so castle, and here black plays bishop to g4, attacking to the queen and rook, but don't afraid of it because you are bigger than your problems. Knight b5, attacking to the pawn. If black accepts the queen sacrifice, he will slip on the surface due to the banana peel that you are using to make juice. So if black dare to play knight a6 to protect it, then after queen takes b7, black has to play queen e4 in order to save the rook. But what about your poor knight? Black says, hey fishy, I will capture your bishop, then the rook on d1, now say what? Well, queen c6, lightning to the king. If black tries to protect the check with his umbrella knight, then queen takes rook will send the black king to the heaven. So after king d8 queen check, here we will sacrifice the knight on d6, because chess is so beautiful when you sacrifice your pieces. If you sacrifice a piece and lose your game, then don't blame me. Take bishop check and mate. Congratulations, you have learned an opening that can destroy your opponent in just 8 to 15 moves. Now give me a like. Back to the position. I played knight f6, c4 called Indian game. Chess is also an Indian game. Knight f6, and I played queen's Indian defense. Cowboy goes to c3. It is called Kasparov variation. There are many chess opening lines and tarps on this position which I can't cover all of them in one video. a3 g6, double bishop fumetto, d5 or d6 can be played in future. Queen c2 bishop f7. This position is a very defensive and passive. I don't know who the 200 elo noob. Choose my book opening moves. e4, and after some moves later we have a6. I just want to develop my pieces and pawn naturally. Castle rook d1, queen here before take, bishop f4 h3 are the further moves. Nothing special is there. Black can't play e5 early because white will target to the pawn with 3 pieces. Knight d7, preparing to push the e-pawn. d5 h5 h6, knight backs to consider queen f6. I want to introduce the queen to bishop and knight. Bishop says no, I am better than my luck. c5 take to attack on the pawn after capturing the knight. So after some moves later, the game progresses like the sea, with moves flowing like its waves. There is nothing special or tactic. Few thousand years later Leela played bishop g5 to target the queen. After doing bishop exchanges she played e takes f5 to weaken my king structure and its position. Take, and she brilliantly moved up his pawn to attack the queen. Also it's a pass pawn. She is trying to achieve the moon, but she doesn't know that she is my moon. The sun shines on the lake, and it's her radiance that brightens my life. Queen g6 would lock the position with h4, so I played queen e7, she played h4 anyway to play bishop h3, targeting to the Churl Kaplan. Mr. Bean can go with knight b5 to create a dominance to the world. Knight f8, knight c6. Attacking to the queen, I could capture the knight, which was the top engine move, but I played queen g7. Lila0 shows no mercy and played bishop h3, encountering to my 2 weak pawns as they are monkeys, hanging on tree branches. If you play queen f7 to protect it, let me show you the variation because I haven't showed you any variations. Knight b5 targets to the pawn and create a fork. The rook is just trapped in a mouse cage. I don't know how the hell a 6-foot rook man got trapped in a 12-inch mouse cage. I have a question for you. If you can answer it, I will give you the Nobel Prize. How can an elephant get into a fridge? Or how many hairs do you have on your head? Tell me if you can. Okay, after bishop captured, knight captured, the queen and his brother is under attack. Queen runs, bishop takes check. Here takes bishop c7, knight takes, bishop takes, but we wouldn't take it back. We will play queen e3 to target the knight. Queen a7, rook captured. Queen can't capture it because of this. Knight g6, and white is completely winning here because he have passed pawns. Rook and knight. The knight will be rescued soon. Don't worry, transfer your worries to your opponent. In chess's dance, strategic moves unfold. Subscribe to my channel, Chess Mastery's Threshold. Back to the position, we have knight g6 to sacrifice the pawn, rook f8, capture knight e7, getting the square to push your elo rating if you have subscribed to my channel, queen d3 pawn check, king g7 queen g5, sacrificing the knight away because if you capture it then after knight f5, king moves back, queen f7 and how can you stop checkmate, if you slap the bald head of the knight with your rook. Then after check here check, it will be a checkmate in just few moves. Honestly I don't have any regret that Leela is defeating me. If Magnus or Alpha Zero would defeat me then I would take him to my breakfast food. My Sigma rule is that, Stockfish, the chess guru, confesses with jest, Leela's checkmates, not a foe, but a worthy chess quest. Back to the position, we have rook e8 to target to the knight, rook f2, threatening to take the pawn and lead into a checkmate, capture knight check. If you move back the king then after queen takes pawn, queen checkmate is coming and how can you protect the checkmate? So in this position we have knight takes rook, take rook e7 queen takes pawn to give me a check, queen e3 rook takes pawn, attacking to the pawn and queen h7 is a threat which will be a dead lost situation for me. For this reason we have knight e6, queen h7 and the king can't go there as queen to h8 will result in an instant checkmate, akin to when mom heated up milk and it burned in the kitchen. So king f6 and she sacrificed her queen on e7, that's a worthy sacrifice because it loses everything of black position. That was a mind-blowing game I had with Leela0, she played like a monster, the lady chess god, oh my god, enjoy the endgame. Now I'm taking a break to engage with Leela0. Don't assume it's just chess, we're playing a different kind of game, something more romantic. So wish you all the best, thanks for watching, subscribe for more, bye bye, take care, see you soon.